Kanishi is an average 40-year-old loser who has no girlfriend because he is low-key ugly and also busy working all the time. On his days off, he tends to his kitchen garden and watches generic isekai anime. One day, as he is in the middle of doing some online shopping, he suddenly vanishes, and the very next moment, he finds himself in a forest, thanks to Shrek's mischievous niece. He has no clue about what is happening, but as he sees the skeletal remains of a knight and some flowers that he has never seen before in his life, he realizes he is far away from home. Since he has always been a weeb, he tries to open a status window, and when it actually pops up in his face, he freaks out and falls to the ground. Now certain that he is in another world without the help of Almighty Truck-kun, Kanishi takes a moment to process that he is living the dream of every anime fan out there. He then checks his status window that only has the item box and trash options in it, and there is nothing like his base stats. Also, there is another option called Shangri-La, which is the name of the online shopping website Kanishi uses most often since he doesn't trust Bezos with his credit card data. He is surprised to find that he can access the site using his system window, and then checks out the item box by placing a plant inside it. Kanishi fiddles around with the trash feature a bit to find that he can remove the mud clods from the plant and dump them outside without bringing out the plants. Suddenly, he starts feeling hungry and decides to try the shopping app. But unfortunately, he has no money to buy anything. He wonders if he can sell something and tries with the plant in his item box. The item box tells him that it is weed, but not the kind that fetches you money. Kanishi thinks there is no hope when his eyes fall on the sword in the skeleton's chest. He sells the sword for 98,000 yen, and that is more than enough to feed him for a few days. He also buys a shovel to make a grave for the dead warrior, then buys a bicycle to move quickly through the forest and a monocular to see his surroundings. He begins to look for a settlement and comes up with a business plan to sell things from the modern world to the ignorant peasants here. One evening, as he is having a comfortable dinner, he sees a bunch of dog-like monsters approaching him. He freaks out and begins looking for weapons online, but obviously the app was not based in America, so he doesn't get anything useful. He first throws some fireworks at the monsters, but that doesn't scare them much. Luckily, he finds a slingshot, a weapon that he knows how to use, even though his aim is worse than a stormtrooper's. He manages to hit a couple of monsters after wasting a few bullets, and they decide to retreat quickly. Kanishi uses this chance and cycles away from them as fast as he can, not stopping till it is morning. He is at the edge of the forest now, and finds that there is a city nearby. He thinks this is the start of his business empire, and he purchases a leather bag and some black pepper with the last of his funds. He begins heading towards the road, crossing the tall grass, and almost gets run over by a merchant carriage. The merchant Fayu learns that Kanishi is heading towards the city.